Hey everyone, it's Carrie. I'm here to share my design team project for TsunamiRose for the month of July. I made a traveler's notebook and the kit that I worked with is called Life Abloom 2. So the cover of this notebook is handmade paper and it's textured and it's got some glittery sheen to it. There's the front and here's the back. See, when I do this you can kind of pick up the flex there. This is what it looks like on the inside. And then for the cover, I just stitched together, kind of Franken-stitched some material, and I've got some lace and then a cute little button on the corner. So let's have a look inside. I've got lace trimming the inside covers, and then this is just a pocket with a couple of Edith Holden book pages that I tucked in. Here's the first digital, and I put a little piece of ephemera, Escape 2. All the most of the ephemera that I worked with inside of here does come from TsunamiRose. Here is the first page, and I altered a guest check. So I distressed it with some vintage photo, added a little bit of cream lace with some little flowers. I've got a glassine and a Project Life card tuck with a ticket and a butterfly, and then I just tucked some coffee dyed children's writing paper behind, and then we've got coffee dyed paper for the other pages. Here's a pretty image from the kit. Gorgeous coloring in here. This is a glassine bag that I embossed. I know you can't probably see it very well, but I embossed it, and inside I just have some coffee dyed paper and then a cutout of this, just extra journaling paper really. I made a double flip up, and I have a small little glassine bag here on the inside with a little journaling card in there, and then just a piece of graph ephemera. And then I put some pretty, kind of a really soft, creamy lace at the bottom of each of those flips. Another pretty image from the kit. And I made a pocket using some scrapbook paper, and I did a little bit of layering with it. This pretty flower also comes from, actually, that's not a TsunamiRose flower, that's K & Company. I got that from a flower pack that I bought at Joann's. And then I just tucked in a couple of paper, colorful paper for, again, just extra journaling throughout. Another beautiful image from the kit. And I have a double pocket with envelopes. And this one's actually a pocket behind the envelope. And then I also put some mulberry paper. You probably can't pick it up real well, but it's white, and I glued that down to the page before I put the pockets on there, or the envelopes on there rather. More coffee dyed paper, another image from the kit. Here I made a tag, and then also I made, with a glassine bag, I took a book page and I put it inside, and then I sewed some lace and just kind of sewed on 3 sides. And then this is a tag that I made with inspiration from Gail Augustolini, or Cinnamon Tea, over on Etsy. She works with the parchment paper that she uses to stencil and to, you know, distress things. And so I had a bunch of it laying around as well. And I wanted to give it a try. And so this is what I came up with. And then I made it into a tuck. So this beautiful flower comes from TsunamiRose, Enchanted Journey. That's also TsunamiRose. And then I just tucked some lace, did a little stowing, and then put some coffee dyed seam binding behind. And then tag just carefully tucks right in. I do mean carefully. I get a little wild with my tags. This I thought just went kind of pretty with this page, so I just tucked it in. Again, just extra space for more journaling. Look at the colors on here. Big, beautiful butterflies. On the back side, I've got a piece of scrapbook paper. I embossed an envelope with these birds and leaves, and then I went over it with vintage photo just to kind of pull out the embossing. Just got a paper clip, a couple of tags, and then some lace across the bottom, so you can open up that envelope and put something in there. I made a little Franken pocket over here, stitched it onto this kind of a, almost like a coppery color paper. I've got a little tag tuck here, and then some extra journaling paper there, and I thought those colors just kind of worked really well together. So I like how that came out, and then a little bit of lace across the top. And this is the center of the signature. Great journaling space in here. The back side, I've got a double damask bag, and I've got some muslin that I just ripped and glued down, and then I've got some pretty lace, and then each of those have just got some extra journaling paper as well. More coffee dyed paper. Another double tuck. This time I worked with a doily. that I put in behind these because I feel like this paper kind of reminds me or resembles a doily, and so I thought that would be kind of pretty, something a little bit different. There's the back side of that wooden green with the butterflies. Here's another little pocket that I did that I stitched around. I've got a pretty little brown and gold trim piece. We've got some muslin and then a couple cards behind. Back side. I have another embossed envelope. I've got some lace up the side. Inside the envelope there is children's writing paper that has been coffee dyed. I've got a paint chip in there and then just another journaling card behind. Loving all the colors, just pulling it all together. It's back side of the digital. More coffee dyed paper, another Franken pocket right here. A couple of tags behind. Put a little lace up the side. This is a belly band that I made. So we've got some graph paper here. And then this is a weekly time record that flips out so you can write in there. And then I just tucked behind the belly band some ledger paper. Back side of the digital, more coffee dyed paper. Here is another glassine pocket that I made with another tag. This is a double tuck tag. Hang on to that page, but at the top it says BU, and then I just stenciled this little cutie, and then that's what the tag looks like. The big flower is from TsunamiRose. I love the colors, so I will tuck that back in here as soon as we're done with this little video. Here's the back side of the digital image, more coffee dyed paper. I put some cream colored lace with some pink trim, and then I've got a couple journaling cards in here. I added a a country white paint chip, and then also a music napkin. That napkin was gifted to me in a ephemera swap last summer, and I was fortunate enough to get a couple of them, so I thought I'd go ahead and put one in here. Napkins are always fun to work with. And then here is the back, and I left the back cover plain because it's just so soft, and you can see all the crinkling that's in here. And then I've got some cream lace up the side. So there we go. There she is. July project, TsunamiRose. There we go. This journal will be going for sale in my Etsy shop if anybody is interested. I have the link copied in below. Otherwise, have yourselves a wonderful day, and hey, thanks so much for watching. Take care.